Has cut 10% off standard commercial vehicle rental rates until the end of April. So, whether it's little or large, Salford Van Hire costs less with 10% off until the end of April. Call 0161 833 0771 for details.
Indesit. We work, you play.
I really like her, I just don't know what to do, I don't know what to say.
Well, just be calm.
I'm always calm.
And cool.
Calm and cool. I can do that, definitely.
There you go then.
There she is.
Don't be too keen. You'll scare her off.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Just relaxed.
Hi, I'm Ben.
Hi.
Do you want some of this?
Way too obvious. Muppet.
Cadbury's Dairy Milk. So good, sometimes it's too good by half.
In 1962, this man worked for a major record label. A new four-piece band from Liverpool came to see him. He decided that guitar bands had had their day and declined to offer them a recording contract.
Let me take you through some of the features. These attractive alloy wheels come as standard, and that's the air conditioning. And fully adjustable sunroof, 0% finance.
And these days, he leaves the new Nissan Active range to people who know a good thing when they see it.
New. Ambipure Bathroom. Real perfumes for a long-lasting freshness. Ambipure Bathroom. A touch of perfume for your bathroom.
Hello, Mr. Johnson. This is Laura. I want you to say in your next advert that your shampoo is just for us children.
It all started when I used Laura's Johnson's Baby Chamomile Shampoo. The No More Tears formula is gentle to her eyes, and I like it because it keeps my hair soft and shiny too.
Mr. Johnson, my mummy's always taking my shampoo.
Johnson's Baby Chamomile Shampoo, and now in new honey too.
We've a preview of this week's Champions League matches tonight after Pop Stars at 12:15. Now, laughter by Royal Command as we join Denis Norden at the Royal Variety.
Tell me something.
What?
Why are we dressed like this?
I don't really know. I haven't been able to find out.
Oh.
This seems to be a very special... Oh, yes.
Oh, good.
It's not a normal type of show.
I wouldn't have said that, no.
They're not a normal type of audience.
No. Well, it's full to start with, isn't it, you know?
Yes.
You won't get these up for beat the clock, you know, I can tell you that.
I mean, take this suit.
Yes?
Well, I mean, there must be something special.
Why?
They hired this suit for me.
Did they? You're lucky. They've lowered mine.
Hello. As there still isn't any kind of Nobel Prize for comedy, here we are among the chandeliers and red plush of the London Palladium to celebrate the next highest achievement a comedian can lay claim to, success on a royal variety show, Bill. Now, these annual confrontations between a highfalutin audience and a low-falutin art form aren't always the easiest places to get laughs, but having established that the first televised royal variety show came from this theatre back in 1960, we've been trawling TV's archives in search of those standout moments when the comedy did get through. So let's go to our first group of finds and someone who managed it on no less than 15 royal occasions.
Evening all. Now every show has got to have an opening,
It's got to have good taste, finesse and flair. And an opening always brings a lot of problems. At least it did to our director, who's back there. Now, the problem that confronts every producer is they spend a fortune on an opening plot. And then, as sure as fate, a party comes in late. If you don't believe me, have a look at this lot. Can I help you?
Trying to find our seats.
Let's have a look. I know where all the seats are. Show them to me. Pass them up there, could you? Hurry up. You're a bit late, you know. You in business?
Yes.
You wouldn't like it if I was late for you, would you?
Wouldn't worry me, mate. I'm an undertaker.
Well, shouldn't you have a box?
Common touch. I've never seen anything called. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, look in the royal reception room. The royal reception room brought back of the royal box. I mean, all right, yes, a bar, possibly. But a till, I mean, it's a till. I mean, he's got a card, he's got a card. He's got a card underneath, no credit. He's got a card, a refusal may cause offence. I mean, you can't do these things. You take, I tell you this, my swear to changes, common, I tell you this, next year, if he has his way, this will be the Royal Command bingo. You'll see. Well, can you imagine the royal visitor? I mean, gets a full card. Has to shout, Palace. I mean, you can't do this.
Oh, wait, I have a joke for you. This fellow, this bartender looked down on this bar one day. He was cleaning the bar, and there was a grasshopper in the bar. And he looked down, he said, "Isn't that amazing? That's probably luck, a grasshopper on my bar." And he looked at the grasshopper, he said, "You know, we have a drink named after you." And the grasshopper said, "Irving?" That's it. Play, will you play? You see, there is a drink called a grasshopper. And, oh, my. Warm up the motor, huh? This may be it. Wait, I gotta get even. Wait a minute. This Japanese lady goes to the eye doctor, and the eye doctor examiner says, "You have a cataract." She says, "You're crazy. I have a Rincon Continental." Play, hurry, will you please? See, the bartender didn't know that grasshoppers had names. A Rincon Continental. Hold it, I gotta get even here. Wait a minute. This drunk is walking down the street wearing one shoe, and the cop says, "What happened? You lose a shoe?" And the drunk says, "No, I found one." Play, we got him, play.
I don't like clapping. I don't like Brighton.
but a memory of all you London folk. You've been kind to this Hollywood bloke. You showed a rare sense of humor. You laughed at every joke, except the one with the grasshopper and the bartender.
And was there anyone who did that kind of thing better? Well, if you're now getting the hang of what we're up to here, let's move to something that's become a favourite comedy practice on these occasions, and that's a kind of entertainment world equivalent of the one-night stand. In other words, a couple of familiar stars teaming up together for this performance only. Here's a few examples. One half of the first pairing being someone who in his time has cheered up many a royal variety show.
And bow down to Burgundy. For the crown of Burgundy. Onward, onward, swords against the foe. Forward, forward, the lily banners go. Sons of France around us, break the chains that bound us, and to hell. Drink, drink, drink. Drink, drink, drink.
Willie broke his back, you know.
Oh, I didn't know that. Broke his back?
On account of his left-handed.
Broke it on account of his left-handed?
Yeah, you see, he had a donut in his right-hand pocket, and when he tried to get it out with his left hand...
He broke his back?
Yeah.
Well, the next time he's got a donut in his right-hand pocket, tell him to try to take it out with his right hand.
Well, that's hard to do when you got your pants on backwards.
He had his pants on backwards?
Yeah, you see, Willie bought a suit with two pair of pants, see? And he wore one pair frontwards and one pair backwards.
So that he could go either way, I guess.
Yes, yes. That's when the truck hit him.
The truck? What truck?
The truck that didn't have its light slit.
Well, why didn't the truck have its light slit?
Because he had his pants on.
Now, wait a minute. Did the man in the truck have his pants on backwards, or did Willie have his pants on backwards?
Oh, George, you're trying to confuse
me. Yes, I'm confusing you. But the fella in the truck, why didn't he have his light slit?
Because it was in the daytime. He didn't have to.
We are a couple of swells. We stop at the best hotels. But we prefer the country far away from the city and smells. We're a couple of sports, the pride of the tennis courts. In June, July, and August, we look cute when we're dressed in shorts. The Vanderbilts have asked us up for tea.
We don't know how to get there, no sorry.
No, sorry.
things in life are bad. Other things just make you swear and curse. When you're chewing on life's gristle, don't grumble, give a whistle. And this'll help things turn out for the best. Hey, always look on.
And they probably qualify as the unlikeliest of couples. Well, very soon now, we're required to open up a gap to allow some adverts in. So let me promise that in part 2, there'll be some even livelier examples of what Ken Dodd calls getting the chuckle muscles working. Meanwhile, because so many of the comedy items we awarded quadruple stars to seem to employ music in one form or another, let's have a group of those take us into the break, starting with a brief reminder of someone whose talents time has only confirmed. Dickie Henderson and his classic impression of a would-be Frank Sinatra who's acquired the hat, the raincoat and the bar to sit at, but hasn't yet realised it's not that easy smoking, drinking and singing all at the same time.
Hi, Joe. It's 2:45. There's no one in the place except you and me. So set 'em up, Joe. I got a little story you ought to know. We're drinking, my friend, to the end of a brief episode. Thanks, Joe. So give me one for a man. One more for the road.
Basie, my friend Basie would like to do a few of her favourite impersonations for you now. This is Guy Fawkes. All right, it was me. King Louis XVI.
When he goes by horse, he's directing the course. The immortal renown of the and march on. Those dragoons are those are those God's men. The immortal one. The lights of me be gone. Then from Curlew.
We have a little song, and I always inflict these things upon myself at these particular occasions. It's got a million names in it. I hope I can remember them, about the real names of some of the people in show business. Alan. Did you know Al Jolson's name was Asa Jolson? Are you aware that Fred Astaire's Fred Austerlitz? And I will bet that Anne Margaret is Annie Olsen, and Eddie Cantor is a Skowitz. Rita Hayworth's name is Margaret Cancino. Ava Gardner, Lucy Johnson, think of that. Margaret Lockwood, so they say, started out as Margaret Day, and Boris Karloff was William Pratt. That's his name. Of course he had to change it. Can you imagine Dracula meets Frankenstein, starring Bela Lugosi and Bill Pratt?
Keep it going! Aye, oh, it's a very nice thought. Just mime and save the voice. Elizabeth, the Queen Mother's most time-consuming hobby would seem to be the collecting of honorary degrees. These she holds at the universities of Oxford and Cambridge, and Belfast, Manchester, Leeds, Liverpool, St Andrews, Glasgow, Edinburgh, London, Kiel, Sheffield, Dundee, Newcastle, Columbia, New York, Melbourne, Australia, Auckland, New Zealand, the University of the West Indies, and Halifax, Nova Scotia.
And reputedly the Queen Mother's favourite comics, The Crazy Gang, here recounting their experiences as bridesmaids at the wedding of Princess Margaret to the photographer Tony Armstrong-Jones.
I stood on the balcony outside, there was a corgi by my side. He lifted his leg, I said, oh dear, really you can't do that there, here. The wedding guests had parted, the honeymoon had started, we stand here broken-hearted. Does anybody want a bride? Oh dear, at the breakfast, what laughter, with us in the group. He of course photographed her. We stayed on and helped with the washing up after. Good luck to them both and God bless.
There it is. You know you love it. You love it. Let me see you move. Come on. Say my name.
We can't all be superstar DJs, but you can bid to DJ at Ministry of Sound or for other real Coke Rush experiences when you go to cokeauction.co.uk.
Big up to the Nan. Big up to the Nan. Big it up, Nan.
When you need more power to your elbow, drive away the Ford Ka with power steering as standard. The Ford Ka from £6,960, including 1 year's free insurance and a 3-year warranty. Ford demands a closer look.
I found something that's natural and tastes just delicious. It's made with crispy wheat flakes, hazelnuts, juicy raisins and almonds. Alpen, a tasty way to look after yourself.
For a lot less mess, switch from powder to Persil tablets. Persil, for love, life and laundry.
Anything else?
Since my youngest son left home, I've felt so wretched. I still love my husband, but recently I've been considering having an affair.
This is a period of readjustment, and although an affair may seem tempting, you really don't want to jeopardise what you have with your husband. Try taking up a new hobby. Say salsa dancing.
Well, it's all up to the judges now. 5.2 from the German, 5.4 from Sweden, only 5.1 from the French.
With millions of websites out there, why not look at the sites recommended by Lycos first? Judged on relevance, appearance and quality of information, they're the ones we award their very own dog symbol.
Something's caught the eye of the Swedish judge, and I'm not surprised. This really is the dog's best score.
For recommended websites, look for the Lycos dog at lycos.co.uk.
Finally, your chance to see what everyone's been talking about.
Welcome to Crossroads.
Just keep your son out of my face, okay?
Weddings always make me feel so...
Inadequate? How do I look?
Ready for anything.
Crossroads, the opening episode, tomorrow at 9.
If they could see me now, they'd wonder how I got to be upon this stage and standing in this spot. To tell the truth, I'm filling in for a chum. Vanessa Redgrave said she just couldn't come. They said we need McLean and no one else will do. If she can't do the job, then we'll get Danny LaRue.
If you want to say I love you, say it with love.
Not yet, you fools.
I'd like to tell you a true story now. This is a typically English story. It's on a train, midnight, the last train out of Marylebone. Midnight. And there are a few people on the train, I'm one. And the door flung open just before the train started into motion, you see. And this man fell in.
Hat and an umbrella. He closed the door, put his parcels up on the rack, and he sat down in the corner. And he looked across at me. He said, "This train is going to Ruislip, isn't it?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Oh, thank you very much. Very kind of you. I'm not used to these kind of things." He said, "Oh, and Ruislip is the first stop, isn't it?" I said, "Yes, it is." He said, "Oh, thank you. Thank you so much." And he sat down in the corner, and the train went... And he fell asleep, you see. Well, these trains sometimes stop before the station, don't they? You know that, don't you? Well, everybody knows that, but he couldn't have known because, you see, the train stopped before it got into Ruislip. He jumped up, got his parcels, his hat, and his umbrella, opened the door and got out. There was a long pause. Nobody said anything. And then the parcels came back in. His fingers came up on the boards, and his hat, his nose, and most of his teeth emerged. And he dragged himself into the train, picked up his parcels, closed the door, put his hat straight, looked round, said, "I'm terribly sorry, you must think I'm an idiot," and got out the other side.
Thank you. For our last number, I'd like to ask your help. Would the people in the cheaper seats clap your hands? And the rest of you, if you just rattle your jewelry. Thank you. We'd like to sing a song called Twist and Shout.
Try to get a doctor on the phone. The nurse is in charge of the practice. She's going to protect them from everyone, including the sick people. It's always, "Miss Halsey speaking. How do you do? I'd like to speak to the doctor." "I'm terribly sorry. The doctor's quite busy right now." I said, "I'm glad. I wouldn't want to call a doctor that didn't have any patience. I don't want some yuts waiting around for the phone to ring." "What do I have to do to speak to the doctor?" "Well, what is it about?" "I'd like 2 tickets to Fiddler on the Roof."
This is the part of the show which I've actually been looking forward to. The Artist Benevolent Fund have given me the honour of introducing you to a lady tonight, she's in the balcony, who is possibly the oldest living vaudeville performer in the country. She's never been to a royal show. She's so excited. And tonight is her birthday. Her name is Gladys Pickering, and she's 111 years old today. Let's wish her happy birthday on the piano. Right? Sorry? Oh, she's not 111, she's ill.
Now, let's say I made the grade. And I don't mean Lord Lou, that's not the grade I made. And when they sing, God save the Queen, I agree. I only pray they don't mean save her from me. And when they sing my song, I
McLean. Well, here's where we don't just wax nostalgic, we apply a high-gloss polish. Practically every Royal Variety show has an item paying tribute to great comedy stars of the past. One of the nice things about Variety being that, as with jazz, there's a kind of built-in ancestor worship that has it forever acknowledging performers of an earlier generation. So here's a selection of such harkbacks, the first of them featuring an 86-year-old singing a number he first introduced in 1926.
Underneath the all shades, we breathe our usual wine. Underneath the all shades, on cobblestones we lay. Every night you'll find us tired out and warm, happy when the daylight comes creeping, heralding the dawn.
Hey, how do you do? Are you putting it around that I'm balmy?
No.
Well, is it him then?
I'll ask him.
Is it you?
I don't want any.
He doesn't want any.
How much are they?
No. No, it's not him, it's not him. Well, somebody's putting it around that I'm balmy.
Did you want to keep it a secret? Well, I think you've got a good case if you can find out who it is. I'll tell you a funny thing. Somebody come on, didn't they? Oh, no. Listen, your face is very familiar. Where have I seen you before?
Oh, I'm out of there now.
That's where I saw you in there, was it? I didn't know I'd been in. No, I won't be long with you two, though. No, I've...
with Mary from the dairy, but Mary wouldn't fall in love with me. Down by an old mill stream, we both sat down to dream. Oh, little did she know that I was thinking of a scheme. She said, let's pick some buttercups and daisies. Those buttercups were full of marjorie. She slipped and then she fell down by the wishing well, in the same place that I fell with Nellie Dean. Now here's a funny thing, here is a funny thing. I went home last night, now there is a funny thing. I went through the kitchen, into the bedroom, there's the wife crying her eyes out. I said, now what's the matter? She said, it's all right for you, Miller, out half the night. Well, you've been out, I've had a burglar in here. I said, did he get anything? She said, not half, I thought it was you.
Underneath the arches, we'll dream our dreams away.
The kind of thing that takes you back, even if you were never there originally. Well, in part 3, which we're now coming up to fast, we will, of course, be obeying that wise old principle, save your best bits till last. a thought that was probably best expressed by the 1992 Royal Variety Singers and Dancers.
It's not where you start, it's where you finish. Wow! It's not how you go, it's how you land.
The philosophy of the big finish. And no one on a Royal Variety bill ever demonstrates that better than the great popular singers. So, to take us into the break, let's recall a few of them, if only as a reminder that things don't always have to be funny to make us smile. There's also the smile of pleasure, the kind that would spread across audiences' faces when this sort of big finish came at them.
charge of my destiny.
The unexpected beauty of the Ford Focus is what lies on the inside. A safety cage that's more rigid than its main competitors. Put your own safety cage in a Ford Focus from £10,460. including a 3-year warranty. Ford demands a closer look.
Don't search, just yell.com.
At ATS Euromaster, we go out of our way to check the prices of all our national competitors to guarantee ours can't be beaten. Permanent price check from ATS Euromaster. What drives us is you.
I'm a right creature of habit, mate. A Saturday afternoon, I'll catch the game. Then it's off down the Crown to nick a few pints with the lads, as you do. And then it's off for a ruby. And if it gets a bit loud later, well, that's diamond.
If you don't register to vote, someone else will be speaking for you. If you've moved house or don't know whether you're registered, rolling registration now means you can register anytime. And when you next vote, you can do it by post.
Easy.
Make your voice heard. Apply to your local council by March the 12th to register for the May local elections.
Bueno.
What's that?
Something you've never tasted before.
Crispy wafer covered in chocolate with a smooth and creamy hazelnut filling.
It's both crispy and creamy. You haven't lived until you've tried one.
Bueno. Deliciously crispy, deliciously creamy.
Cup of tea?
Cup of tea. Yeah, that's just great. That's just what I need. Do you know what? That is so typical of you, isn't it? Typical. It is. I mean, it's just tea, yeah? Let's all have a cup of magic tea.
Feminax. Fast relief from period pain and cramps.
With your willpower, CQ Clear is clinically proven to double your chances of quitting successfully. Ask your pharmacist to show you the new patch. CQ Clear, the clear choice.
We need water to live. Our bodies use the equivalent of 8 glasses a day. 8 glasses of water. Why not try adding some high juice from Robinson's to a glass? It's made with 50% fruit juice and makes water taste really nice. High juice from Robinson's makes water more interesting.
Coronation Street. The 5,000th episode.
I lost my daughter because of you, Baldwin. You're not going to get your hands on my grandson.
Sunday, 7:30, ITV.
very much indeed, ladies and gentlemen, for coming out here a bit of a laugh. Oh, thank you very much. Got heartburn.
The bowling ball, which I will attempt to combine with an egg, natural enemy of a bowling ball. The third object. The trick is to eat the apple while juggling. First, a volunteer you, sir, please. Examine it quickly. I'd like you to throw it back to me. I'll tell you when. I did mention I'm going to eat this apple, didn't I? I hate to waste it. There are people juggling in India. Try it again. One more time. Wait. You missed throw it at exactly the right time because your throw is the first throw of the juggle and I have the second throw. Did I hear the drummer? You must loft it high in the air so I can catch it and begin to juggle. I'm ready when you are.
Are we of one mind on that? I think so. Well, this would seem to be the relevant moment to mention that while the Palladium may be the home of variety, for veteran and retired variety performers, this place is a second home, Brinsworth House in Twickenham. Every year, the proceeds of each Royal Variety Show are donated to the Entertainment Artists Benevolent Fund to help maintain Brinsworth, as well as taking care of anyone in the light entertainment professions who's hit hard times. And the reason that's relevant to what's coming up is that, according to my informant, at any given moment, the most frequently indulged activity among Brinsworth's residents is the same one our next group of pleasure bringers are engaging in, reminiscing.
My darling, I love to see you here, blowing in the breeze. Wait, I will go get it. That's what I used to do when I was 21, impersonations. I just joined the RAF as a navigator, only went on one bombing raid. Sorry, Nottingham. And then I was transferred to the army, and I remember being the first one off the invasion barge, running up the beach shouting, "Come on, lads! Don't be scared, follow me!" I was court-martialed for that. We were still at Dover. Then I was introduced to the sergeant's mess, or Phyllis as she was known. What a girl she was. Phyllis Higgins. A gin and tonic was 9p in those days. You could get her drunk on 12 quid.
Years ago, when we all got bathed in the old tin bath when we were kids. Do you remember that, sir? Getting bathed in the old tin bath with a brick under one end? Of course you do. The older you got, the deeper you sat. This was it. When we were kids, it was the order of the bath. The order of the bath. Kids first, then the whippets, then your granddad. This.
I really get a double thrill out of this show because, after all, I am from Elton, Kent County. I don't care whether Somerset House will admit it or not. But I really am. And I left there when I was 2 because I knew there wasn't much chance of me being king.
In 1964, I had the pleasure of being on my first Royal show. And I shared a dressing room with 2 giants of comedy, that sadly are gone, and I don't think they'll ever be replaced. No one on the horizon. I'm talking about Eric Morecambe and Tommy Cooper. And absolutely. And this particular night, Tommy Cooper just stole the show. And it was wonderful, and now it was the time to meet Her Majesty, and everyone was very excited and thrilled. The Queen came along, she said, "Tommy, you were wonderful tonight." And he went, "Thank you very much." He said, "Did you laugh?" She said, "Oh, yes, we all laughed." She said, "You were so funny. It was super." I said, "Thank you." "Was I funny?" And Her Majesty said, "Yes, we all laughed. You were wonderful." I said, "Thank you. I'm glad you thought I was funny." He said, "Could I ask you something?" The Queen, ever gracious, said, "Of course." He said, "Do you like football?" She said, "Not particularly." He said, "Could I have your tickets for the cup final?"
Typically Tarby contribution. And it brings us in sight of our final selection. I do hope something of what we've shown brought back some half-forgotten pleasures, even if it was only seeing a few members of the comedy elite before they achieved fame and waistlines. Variety, in its time, was the most successful form of stage entertainment this country's ever known. And even today, the Royal Variety Show remains one of the programs people switch off their mobiles for. Thanks to its continued royal patronage, not only does it contribute to the splendid work of the EABF and Brinsworth House, but it also helps preserve that endangered species of wildlife, the variety performer. So let's summon back a last bunch of them to see us off.
I would like, ladies and gentlemen, to sing. A 1, 2.
Join us next Monday at 10:20 for an audience with Ken Dodd. Stay with us, Pop Stars is after the local news.